beautiful butterflies in transformation just like me. Welcome to this audio video, a share for whatever moment in time you hear this video in 2024 or right before, to serve as a reminder that you've got what it takes. A reminder that whatever you've been struggling with this year, to walk away from, to shift into, to recover from, to open up to change, to let in, whether it's let in more light, let in more life, whatever it is, you've got what it takes. And this 2024 needs to be the year that you celebrate leaving some part of your past behind that you need to leave behind once and for all. And when we leave things behind once and for all, it means letting ourselves off the hook, no longer bearing the burdens of things that are not ours to carry. It means problem ownership, putting problems where they belong. It means allowing people to have their karma and ceasing to try and absorb the karmic shock that you see them experiencing. It means allowing them the time and the opportunity to learn the lessons that are their God-given lessons that have nothing to do with you and your timeline. It means that when you have people in your life or situations in your life that are stuck, that you allow them to stay exactly where they are while you move on. That you resolve to no longer take in the negativity and the stagnation that is theirs to experience, that is theirs to behold, to learn from, to look at, to experience the repercussions of. It means that when people are stuck in a time warp or time capsule, that you be able to readily identify that you be able to discern that this situation or this person is in a time capsule and they're not coming out anytime soon. And if they're in a time capsule, then they can't hear me, they can't respond, they can't engage, they're not interested in learning, they're not interested in changing, they are traumatized and have decided that they want to continue living that way, that they are simply not ready for prime time. They're in a time capsule. They're stuck. They're on a regressive or a retarded timeline. Okay? What does that mean? Well, it's arrested development. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. So if you continue to merge your world with their world, you are the one that is going to suffer. These are the things that everyone has to be willing to take a hard, cold look at going into 2024 so that you can combat and counteract the backslide. The undoing of the progress that you've made because you refuse to look ahead. You continue to look back. You continue to think that you can change things that cannot be changed, that are not destined to change at this particular time. It's like in the Bible, I think it's Prophet Lot, and in the Quran, it's Prophet Lut and his wife. were given warning after warning, and they needed to move forward. They were told not to look back, and she could not help but to look back, and as a result, she turned into a pillar of salt. And literally, that's what happens spiritually and metaphorically. You cannot progress, you cannot survive, you cannot thrive when you are unable to face a fear that you have that keeps you from searching for, holding on to, and allowing yourself to be gifted by your God-given right to prosper, to flourish, to experience affluence, to thrive, to live life to the fullest, and to have new experiences, i.e., to close old doors and open new doors. So ask yourself, what experience or what time frame, what aspect of your life are you still regurgitating? Are you still continuing to try to excavate and dig into? Are you still trying to save? Are you still trying to be a hero for? Are you still trying to go in as the martyr and save the day when it's actually destroying you? It's closing doors of opportunities. It's sapping your energy, and you're not getting anything from it. The only thing that keeps you continuing to do that is some lie that you're telling yourself that is based on some fear, false evidence appearing real, that is simply not accurate, that is simply a falsehood, that is a weed trying to strangle the beautiful flowers in your garden. Think about it. It's an emotional fixation, it's an emotional addiction to a pattern, to something that you've gotten used to that you don't even like. You don't like the job. The job is making you sick. Why aren't you looking for another one? Why aren't you looking for something that makes you more happy? Why aren't you starting a side hustle so that you can make an easier transition into something else? Why aren't you falling into and leaning into your creativity so that you have an outlet of expression for something that you really want to do? If it's a relationship, why are you so afraid that there's not something better right around the corner? Why are you so afraid that it's not right outside your vortex, and that so many events are being orchestrated to get you out of this conundrum, of this walhalla, out of this kerfuffle, of this drama and chaos, so that you can transition into something that is meant for you? The time is now. The time is now. Let those dusties, those rugrats, those people that are not for you, those places you have no business hanging out in, those situations that you continue to find yourself caught up in, that hamster damn wheel that you keep circling mindlessly, telling yourself it feels okay, it's not that bad, or you can't do any better. So you keep circling this hamster wheel that you're on. And as you keep circling this hamster wheel, you keep affirming the falsehood of something that simply is just a figment of your program, or the way that you've been brainwashing yourself with falsehood. That relationship, for example, that you are supposed to have been climbed out of because you knew a long time ago that it was not for you, or that you outgrew it, or that you were not equally yoked, or it was to serve you for a particular point in time, and then you were supposed to depart from it. It was for a reason and a season. But you continue to sit in it. You continue to deal with the anxiety associated with it every day. ask yourself, is this what you really want? Ask yourself, what is the collateral damage of staying or repeating this cycle? Why are you continuing to put yourself through this? Why? What is it that you are afraid of? And why do you not trust the part of you that came here to live your best life? Where is your faith? Where is your trust? Where is your answer to your soul's calling? And why are you limiting yourself? Do you recognize that the minute you close that door, everything else, like the wall that's holding the dam, or the dam that's holding back the brook, the water, whatever that's trying to flow through, do you realize that the minute you provide an outlet and a channel for that to flow, it's going to flow through with so much fury and intensity to bring about the transition, the necessary change, the beauty and the splendor of everything that you never thought was possible for you. And that by not taking that one step, you have become a prisoner of your mind, creating a reality that does not exist, believing in the fearful things that your ego mind is telling you, denying yourself the promise. It's time. The time is now. Things are being coordinated. Things are being weaved into the fabric of your life. You are a creative expression of the one. You are a part of the unified field. You are moving in the energy of the one, of the all, of the Almighty. By leaving something that you have outgrown, it is literally impossible for you to make the wrong decision. By preserving your life and respecting yourself enough to safeguard your peace, your health, your tranquility, your financial foundation, your sanity, your emotional and spiritual well-being, that is your imperative. That is your commandment. Allowing anything to jeopardize that shows a total disregard, a lack of gratitude and appreciation for the gift of life that you have been given. It is misuse. It is abuse. To put other things before you that actually destroy you is against nature. Even a rat knows when to jump off of a sinking ship. Why are you still there? Why are you still in it? Why haven't you faced up to whatever it is you need to address within yourself in order to have the strength to put one foot in front of the other? That is all it takes. Love yourself enough. Give a damn enough about who you are and where you are supposed to be headed to put one foot in front of the other and to get going. And if you've already done that, then to continue to move forward, putting one foot in front of the other, taking one step at a time, and resolving to never look back, because you are not going that way, and there is nothing back there. Let me be clear. Whoever was in your life or whatever was going on with you that could not see the necessity of stepping up, whether stepping up meant doing the inner work, healing their trauma so that they could be a suitable partner, or recognizing the gift that you were in their life, or giving you the raise that you deserve, or not paying you because they're claiming that they can't afford to give you what you are requiring, or being a deadbeat dad or mom or brother or sister or roommate or housing companion, whatever it is, whatever that person did not do to respect you, to honor you, and to be an asset in your life, they made a conscious choice not to do it. Do you understand that? They decided that they weren't going to do it, even if it was blind stubbornness, if it was malicious malice, if it was staunch denial. Whatever it was, they decided not to do it. And the reason why they decided not to do it is because you didn't mean enough to them, period. Please digest that. You didn't mean enough to them. It's that simple. They meant more to you than you did to them. You didn't mean enough to them, and you didn't care enough about yourself. So you tell me, why does this situation still deserve your attention and your sacrifice? They made a conscious choice not to honor you. They made a conscious choice not to give a darn. They made a conscious choice not to give reciprocity. They made a conscious choice not to acknowledge you. They made a conscious choice maybe to abandon you physically, emotionally, mentally. They made a conscious choice not to give a damn. And yet still, they occupy your every breathing moment. You are still in a place of being enslaved, thinking about them, caring about them, putting them first, worrying about them, still keeping that energetic soul tie alive. For what? What have they done to earn that in your life? No thing, nothing, no thing. They have not done one thing at this point to earn that in your life. It's time to heal from that. It's time to make a defining decision, a life-defining decision in this moment that you are not doing it anymore. They need to find somebody else for that. Yes, they need to find somebody else for that. Satan, get thee behind me. It is time for you to take out the trash. It's time for you to tear down the walls of that prison that you've created in your mind. It's time for you to begin to pull the falsehoods of those affirmations that are making you think that you can't do any better, or that you owe someone something that has timed out a long time ago. You owe yourself. You owe yourself. Time is ticking. Life in this realm is finite. It's finite. And each and every person has everything they need to make the changes that they need to make. And or they have everything they need to face their fate and the consequences of the choices that they have made. Your life belongs to you, and you will be the one that has to account for what you did with it. It's time to get busy. It's time to walk away, and it's time to let them, whoever them is, find somebody else for that. You're with Tanisha Ali of Butterfly Transformations, helping you to gain clarity, up-level your mindset, clear and heal energetic blockages so that you can manifest the glory of God that is you. Don't forget to put those purple hearts, those 5D hearts in the comments, and let me know how this message resonated for you. And let me know what you're going to do to make sure that they find somebody else for that. I love you. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Whether you're getting this message right before the New Year or after the New Year, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, or in the middle of the night. I love you.